Deep within the whispering woods, where sunlight dappled the mossy floor like scattered gold coins, stood an ancient oak named Elderwood, unlike any other tree. Elderwood possessed a profound and gentle sight that saw far beyond bark and leaf. He witnessed the intricate dance of seasons, the secret burrows of tiny creatures, the fleeting sorrow in a fox's eyes, and the unspoken joy of birds returning home. He saw the weight of the world carried on a beetle's back, and the vastness of the sky reflected in a dewdrop. For centuries, he observed life's tender beauty and quiet struggles, his heart swelling with silent empathy for the forest and its inhabitants. Yet rooted in a profound solitude, unable to speak his understanding, one crisp autumn afternoon, a small figure appeared beneath Elderwood's sprawling branches. It was a girl named Elara, her eyes wide with a loneliness that mirrored the tree's own silent yearning. She came not to climb, but to sit, pressing her small back against his sturdy trunk. Seeking solace, Elderwood felt the tremor of her sadness. Deeper than the falling leaves, he saw the faint bruises on her spirit, the way she flinched at loud noises unheard in the forest, the invisible walls she carried. As days turned to weeks, Elara returned, whispering her fears to the rustling leaves, fears of being different, of feeling unseen in the bustling world beyond the woods. Elderwood listened with his whole being, his leaves sighing softly in shared comfort, his unseen gaze a warm embrace through the long winter, when snow blanketed the forest in hushed white. Elara still visited, bundled in thick wool. She would trace patterns in the frost on Elderwood's bark, telling him stories of frost giants and ice sprites. Elderwood watched the delicate ice crystals form, saw the patient resilience of life sleeping beneath the snow, and felt the quiet courage growing in Elara's heart. He saw how her loneliness began to soften, replaced by a budding trust in the silent giant who offered only presence when the harsh winds howled. He would subtly angle his strongest branches to shield her, a silent testament to his protective watch. Their bond deepened, wordless yet profound, a sanctuary built on mutual understanding. Spring arrived in a burst of green and bird-song. Elara, her spirit visibly lighter, brought sketches of birds and wildflowers she'd seen near Elderwood. She laughed more freely, a sound like chimes dancing on the breeze, which filled the ancient tree with a warmth deeper than sunlight. He saw the tentative hope blooming within her, the way her shoulders no longer hunched defensively. He witnessed her careful kindness, leaving crumbs for the shyest mice, gently moving caterpillars from the path. Elderwood felt a deep, resonant joy, a fulfillment he'd never known in his centuries of passive observation. His silent seeing had found its purpose in her growing happiness. One warm summer evening, as fireflies began their luminous dance, Elara ventured deeper into the whispering woods than ever before, chasing a particularly bright flicker. Laughter faded into the thickening trees. Darkness fell swiftly, cloaking the familiar paths in unfamiliar shadows. Panic, cold and sharp, seized her. She stumbled, her ankle twisting painfully on a hidden root. Lost, frightened, and hurting, she curled up beneath a large fern, tears silently tracing paths down her cheeks. Miles away, yet connected by an invisible thread of understanding, Elderwood felt the sudden, jarring spike of her terror, and pain pierced the peaceful night. His vast awareness snapped into focused intensity, scanning the forest with desperate urgency. Elderwood's sight, usually a gentle observer, became a beacon of desperate searching. He ignored the sleeping owls, the foraging badgers, focusing solely on the faint, fading warmth signature that was Elara. He saw the subtle disturbance of moss where she'd passed, the broken fern frond near her hiding spot, the faint shimmer of her tears on a leaf he couldn't call out, but he could see. He concentrated every fiber of his being on her location, a silent plea radiating from his ancient core. Far away, near the forest's edge, Elara's grandfather, lantern raised high, called her name, his voice thick with worry, guided by nothing he could explain. A sudden, powerful feeling drew him irresistibly deeper into the woods, straight towards the ancient oak. The grandfather's lantern beam swept the undergrowth near Elderwood. The great tree focused his entire awareness on the trembling girl hidden beneath the fern, just yards from the searching light. He couldn't shout, But he could will he directed his consciousness, a silent, desperate nudge towards the fern. A large, luminous firefly, seemingly drawn by the tree's intense focus, drifted down from Elderwood's branches. It circled once, twice, then landed gently on the very fern hiding Elara, its soft glow pulsing steadily in the darkness. The grandfather's eye caught the unusual brightness. He pushed aside the fronds, and the lantern light fell upon Elara's tear-streaked, relieved face. Scooping her into his arms, he murmured thanks to the night, unaware of the ancient tree whose silent sight had woven the rescue. Wrapped in a blanket by a crackling fire at the forest's edge, Elara's gaze sought the dark silhouette of Elderwood against the moonlit sky. She knew, deep in her mending heart, that the silent giant had seen her, had known her fear, and had somehow helped. The loneliness that once bound them both had transformed. Elderwood, watching the warm glow of the cottage window, felt a profound peace settle within his ancient rings. He saw Elara safe. He saw her grandfather's love. And he saw the enduring truth that being deeply seen is the rarest, most healing magic of all. As the moon bathed his leaves in silver, the whispering woods held a new, gentle secret. The story of the tree who saw with his heart, and the girl who understood its silent language. A bond that would forever warm their quiet corner of the world. Sleep now, little one, safe under the watchful gaze of the stars and the knowing heart of the ancient wood.